Hi, guys. Let me just touch on the topic of building confidence. I had a really good long chat with my kids last night. My son was 23 and my daughter was 17. And they were talking about the topic of building self confidence. And they actually presented a very valid point that the school system that is teaching the kids how to build self confidence, it's not very effective because they have not taught the kids the meaning of self love and self acceptance. This is a very interesting conversation that I heard them discussing, and it was very interesting to see it from their perspective. So, to be really self confident, can you be really confident when you have not accepted yourself? Can you be really confident when you are stuck in the belief that you are not good enough to present yourself to the world, or you are not good enough or experienced enough for people to want to listen to you? So the kids were saying that the school basically taught them these skills of fake it until you make it. And they were saying that fake it until you make it kind of method work short term, such as when you are really scared just before you started to do your public speaking, and you could just, push your adrenaline, and you had this adrenaline rush, and then you had some techniques to really pump yourself up, and you force yourself to go and do it, and you fake until you make it. So this is what they were teaching the kids. But my kids were saying that that's not sustainable long term, because if you continuously use that fake it until you make it method, you become a completely non-authentic person, and it drains your energy. It takes a lot of energy away from you to fake the fact that you are not who you are, right? So they're saying that self-love and self-acceptance must be before confidence. And they are saying if you fully love and fully accept yourself, you are naturally become confident anyway, because you now are very happy to present your authentic self, and you no longer really care about whether people will love or accept you or not, because you are now anchored in self-love and self-acceptance. And when you fully love and accept yourself, basically the whole world can't go against you because you already own who you are. So I wrote in my book that if you are a lion, then you are a lion. The whole world could tell you that you are a sheep, but nothing is going to change the fact that you are a lion, because you are a lion is a fact. Just like, there's cloud there, there's sun over there. It's a fact. Nobody can defy that. So if you are a lion, no matter how many people point at you and say you are not a lion, you are a lion, because that's the fact. Unless you actually changes your perception and give your power away to all of these people who are trying to tell you otherwise. So if you are a sheep, but you pretend to be a lion, and everyone knows that's not the fact, no matter how much you are trying to pump yourself up and lie about the fact that you are a lion, you're never going to be a lion. You're always going to be the sheep. And it's going to take you all of your life forces and all your life energies to pretend to be something that you're not. And at the end of the day, you are still not a lion. So no matter how many people agree with you and say, oh, yeah, you are the beautiful lion, but you know within your heart that you are the sheep. So is there any advantage really to live a lie for the rest of your life? So that was literally the question of our discussion last night. And it was a 3 hour long discussion. And we decided that the kids really needs to be taught to have self-love, to cultivate self-love, to cultivate self-acceptance and self-responsibility. And not just the kids, since all the adults, most of the adults, maybe I should be kinder by saying that most of the adults are literally 5-year-old people living in an adult's body. We then need to really teach people cultivate on how to cultivate self-love, self-acceptance, and self-responsibility. So we then need to go and understand what self-love actually is. So I really want you to contemplate on that. What is self-love mean to you? You got to work it out yourself. Every single person has to work out what is self-love. So what is self? Who are you? Because if you don't know what the self is, if you don't know who you are, then what are you loving? Who are you loving? What are you accepting? Right? Who are you accepting? So we have 4 tasks here. First of all, we go to identify who the self is. Second is we need to identify what love is. Third, we need to identify what is it that we need to accept. And then how we're going to love and accept all of that we understand. So this is one of the biggest questions that people don't dare to ask themselves. So when you don't dare to ask yourself about that, you then disguise all of that with other so-called self-confident building questions. And you present yourself to be some pumped up, self-empowered people. When you, on the back of your mind, in your subconscious, you are telling yourself, holy fuck, I am actually not who I say I am. I only present myself to be this way. I am now still faking it until I make it. Am I going to make it? And so you have a split personality. One part of you is you have to constantly maintain with that lie. You have to constantly maintain that I am the healer, I am the empowerer, I am the leader, I am the whoever that you call yourself to be. But on the back of your mind, you are getting weaker, you're getting broker, you're getting sicker. So at the end of the day, you need to know this kind of approach is not sustainable. And the reason why I'm talking about this topic is because every day I get private messages sent to me by some so-called healers out there, or coaches, or mentors, or abundance coaches. They are calling me, or they are sending text messages to me to ask me to private mentor them because they are losing it. And so I don't believe that's a very good position to be in. Getting back your honesty, allowing yourself to really love who you are. It doesn't matter how bad you think yourself to be. It's only a story you write about that. Go into the truth of your existence, because you are not your name, because you're not your profession, you are not your money, you're not your community, you are not your career in any way. You're not. They are just roles, functions that you perform. They are not the real you. Now, you want to make plenty of money, you want to be successful in life. How can you be successful in life when you can't even be who you are supposed to be. How can you succeed when you don't even own who you are? When you are afraid of who you are? How could you succeed? How could you have these two faces facing? How could you have this one face facing the world and then the real face facing you? One face, it's fake smile, and the other face is crying. Now, if you are in that category, I urge you to stop. I urge you to really come back to yourself, to really find that divine connection with your core, because you are nothing but an extension of the divinity. You are so perfect that there's only one of you in this world, and you have tremendous gift that you can share with others without package it up according to someone else's idea. If you fucked up your life and you somehow crawl out of your sticky situation and you're still here, share that. Please don't go and pretend to be someone you're not. And please don't go and present yourself to be someone perfect, because that's very tiring and that's very taxing and very straining on you. So share your truthful experience. If you're having a shit of a time in your family, if you're having difficult times with your teenager, if you are having tremendous issues with your marriage, with your relationship, work on them and share your pain, your suffering, and your triumph, and share your wisdom on how you deal with it step by step with people. Lots of people would want to hear your sharing, but they want to hear your authentic sharing. They don't really want to hear your fake sharing. And so when I look at all the social media posts, they all follow a particular format that was written by robots, and you are responding to it. Everyone basically are responding to robotic kind of, unconscious vomiting of old patterns. And those posts are all there to drive you into the fear, drive you into the belief that you are not good enough. You must buy this course to be good enough. And so when you actually commit to a course based on me being not good enough, that course is going to give me it's going to give me the formula of my life success, you already failed. No one will be able to give you the formula of your success. Only you will be able to do that through cultivating your own spiritual connection with your divinity. Okay? So until next time, go and live a beautiful life and have fun, and I'll see you again.